Alright guys, Rxllout here. Let me clear my throat because it's that big meal. Anyway, this is another new video tutorial sort of thing. I know that wasn't the correct intro, but we will live on. So what we're going to be going over today is basically like hi-hats, make them more bouncy, kind of giving them more of a jump, more of a kind of swag, in the style of UK drill. So the hi-hats we have here, again, this is just random hats, but these are my Dusty hats from Drum Mateys hi-hats Dusty. This is what they sound like, and we're not going to be making these exact ones, but just to give us a bit of an idea as to how the bounce works. Okay, so that sounds pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff we can do with that, however. So if we add another section of hi-hats, we can start from scratch here. We can go into the piano roll here, just go up to, let's say, cell will do, and we're going to start just making some hi-hats. So with a UK drill style, you're wanting like just that kind of bounce, and that bounce is usually achieved just by moving the hats across, like here on cell, and putting them in where you feel like. And of course you can make little jumps, but let's just make a basic hi-hat pattern and add to it. Now instantly, to add a bit more bounce to this, the first thing we can do with these is just bring down the velocity of every second note by just doing this. Now the velocity is found in the control section down in the bottom left, note velocity, and we'll see it here. And again with rolls and like quick stutters like this, so if you had a quick stutter, let's just leave it there, and we would bring the velocity down even more. So already that's a bit more, you know, bouncy. Now, next thing we're going to do is we can go to the wrench tool in the miscellaneous functions tab, and we can shift up to wherever, 1, 2, or 3. Let's try 2, see how it sounds. Now, as the shift we kind of hear it, we can add a bit more sort of like jumps as well. So let's say we can fill out the pockets, so it's like we'll kind of place them in our head, if that makes sense. So we can add, like I said, more bounce with just more notes in certain sections. So that sounds a bit too trappy. And we'll notice that because we did like a 3, like 1, 2, 3, and then we paused it, we kind of leave like a expectancy for like a something to hit, which kind of adds more. See how it just adds that kind of, you know, waiting aspect, which kind of makes you go, yep, okay, then what? And it just adds a bit more bounce there. So that's another way to do it. Just take away some of the starting notes here for the next bar. And we can hear in our head already just the beat with this. And if we've got these hi-hats, just simply we can add in like some 808s and claps as well, and we'll start to hear it kind of a bit more jump. And again, if you have like a layered snare here like we do, if you put one just here, like you know, played, that just adds a bit more jump and bounce as well. course 808 in a kick. And again, the drums, we can even move across this this one here, just slightly shift it up a little bit. And we'll hear the snare play slightly after the first one, so it gives it its own pocket and adds again more bounce. And then with the 808, how to add more kind of bounce, we will pull it out. I do this a lot on my beats, but we have the hold all the way up and everything else turned down. And we can add in beats, so because I've got this here and it kind of plays and then stops instantly, it creates that expectancy again for a new note to come in, and that will add more bounce as well. And again, like just the since it's cutting itself and it's kind of just, you know, tight, we can just delay these 808s as well here by just pulling them across. Again, the section, what we've got this on is cell. And of course, this isn't really too much bounce, but we can add, you know, sliding notes as well, just very subtly. And with the kick, you can add more kicks to add more bounce, but with the kick and UK drone stuff like that, you don't want the kick just you know, playing all the time, because it takes away from the rest of the drums, and especially with drill, you're wanting the drums to kind of be the main focal point. And again, Perks adds more bounce as well by just that already boom, boom. And these are usually like just regular trap stuff, like some of this is, but again, it works with drill. The only difference I can find with drill is like different sounds, different grooves, and the snare and the pattern are different, as well as the 808 and the kick. So the drums are very different in drill, but a lot of the melodies can stay the same as long as you're not doing too much with the melodies. Again, if we're wanting even more bounce, just add in some envelope settings here, pull the shift up. And now we see this note here. So we've put this on the last, the fourth bar, and we've put the shift up. So already that's just like, it doesn't play like boom, it plays like delayed. Again, that just sounds sick to me. Sounds good. So let's just do this quickly, just so we can have it repeating and we're not, you know, listening to the same thing over and over again. Wait a second. Why is that playing out like that? Just Control Z on that. And like I said, with even the 808, now be very careful doing this. Don't just do this willy-nilly because you heard it here. Do this very sparingly and be sensible about it. You can put the shift of the 808 up as well, so the 808 will also shift across. And we'll hear, if we don't have any shift on at all, it plays almost instantly, but with shift on, kind of delays a little bit. If we exaggerate that, that's what it sounds like. But the shift will, this will also shift the kick and the 808 away from each other. So if the kick plays instantly and then the 808 is shifted slightly after it, you won't have much phasing and distortion issues. You won't have much problems with the low end and the everything there. So if the 808 has a large, like a short attack as well, it will definitely clash with the kick. So we can either, like I said, with the shift just move it across in the 808 section, or if you're wanting a bit more technical, once everything is down here, attack delay, we pull up the attack, so the kick basically plays. So this is the kick envelope. If we pull the kick in like this, and then we see the 808 here, we're basically making room for the kick to play before the 808. So this is the 808 setting, and this is the envelope setting for the kick. And you'll hear the kick plays just before the 808, and that shift, that little tiny bit of shift, just helps it. And again, with everything else, with the perk, the snare, and everything, with the hi-hat shifted as well, and the kind of bounce in that, it all just adds a very cool groove. Now if we put all that back, then it wouldn't sound anything like that. And again, we can put the swing up of everything. I usually be very sparing with this. I don't put it up here, so I put it up like 100%. Just too much swing. So we can put it at like 15% maybe. That's the shift knob here. And you'll notice that just kind of, it's all like a delayed effect, and it adds a lot of nice groove and vibe to the drums. So that should be the video. Again, that was how to make your drums more bouncy in UK drill, add more groove, etc, etc. Precision kit is available now if you would like hi-hats like these and snares like these and chords very much in the drill style. This all helps with that, and you don't have to, you know, program it all. You can just drag it, drop it in from my Precision, drag and drop, put it in, and all of these are very good for drill. I'll add that bounce as well. And again with the snares, we just throw in like one of these. Oh, wrong snare. Just throw in one of these. We don't have a snare hitting, but anyway, that should be the video, guys. Again, that is Precision Kit. Execute will be available sometime in February. I'm working on that now for you guys, but as always, thank you very much for watching, you guys. Take care. Remember to subscribe, like the video, share, comment, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care.